Hello everyone, I'm Allison with Green Goddess Plants and Seeds, and welcome to another garden chat. I've just sat down with a cup of tea and my seeds, and I'm just sort of going through them and sorting them out into their storage boxes and stuff. And I was just thinking, gardening for me is more than just the physical aspect. It's more than just being out there. It's more than just growing the plants. It's always been almost a spiritual thing for me. Gardening for me is a way for me to connect with the world and with the natural world, with the earth. And I think I was just thinking about how there's such a frenzy in gardening. Like, it's become so popular, and there's such a frenzy in terms of seed buying and just how crazy it all is. And I was just thinking that, for me, seeds are more than just seeds. Like, they're more than just, the plants that they grow into. Seeds are story keepers. They're storytellers. They're keepers of history and of cultures. A lot of these probably, some of them are new varieties, some of them are heritage varieties, and it's the heirloom varieties that are the ones that have the history connected to them. Oh, there's Mr. Shadow. Come on, Mr. Shadow. Yes, this is my cat Shadow. He's come to say hello. Yes, off you go. But even the new varieties that are being created today, those are the heirlooms of the future, and those are the ones that will carry stories of what's happening now into future generations, just as the heirlooms from the past remind us of where we've been. And some stories are, of hope, of immigrants coming to a new world for a better life, but some of the stories that the seeds carry are absolutely heartbreaking, like the Cherokee Trail of Tears bean. Like, that is absolutely a heartbreaking story, but it's one that we should never forget. And I think by keeping this variety of seeds going, we keep that story from being forgotten. And I think that's what seeds for me are kind of about. That they're about keeping those stories going, maybe creating some new ones. I've often talked about the tomato varieties that my grandmother used to grow, and it's a way for me to remember her, and a way of carrying forward her memory. And I think that's an important thing to remember. So as you're buying your seeds, and there's lots of people who are just buying them like crazy, like they're just non-stop, and it is almost an addiction. It almost looks like that. To stop and think when you're ordering the seeds, like what is the story behind some of these heirlooms? What story is it telling? What lessons from that story can we take from that and apply to our modern lives? And I think it's a point to ponder. At least for me it is. I love seeds, and I love the metaphor of the seed. I love the metaphor of planting something, the seed of something, whether it is an actual physical seed, or if it's just the seed of a dream, the seed of an idea, the seed of whatever it is that you want to grow for yourself. It doesn't have to be an actual garden. It can be if you want, but to plant that seed and to tend it, to care for it, to do the work necessary so that it will grow and bloom and produce, and so at the end you have a wonderful harvest. Seeds they kind of remind us of our own potential in a certain way. So yeah, I'm getting kind of waxing a bit philosophical here, but that's all right. I'm kind of like that sometimes. I look at my adventures in gardening as adventures with Mother Earth. But so those are my thoughts today. As I sort through my seeds, some of them are old and some of them not so old, and trying to figure out what I'm going to grow. That's probably going to be my next video, is sitting down and going through all my tomato seeds and figuring out what varieties to grow, because now that all my seed orders are in, you know, I'm sure I've got over 100 different variety of tomatoes that I have to figure out which ones I'm going to grow. I mean, if I could grow them all, that would be great. If I can't, well, obviously some of them will have to wait till following years. So, but yeah, those are my thoughts today. I'm glad you could join me. Oh, and there's another cat. This is Jack. Off you go, Jack. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing today, is just going through my seeds and just kind of thinking about life and what it all means. But yeah, I hope you're having a good day too. So until next time, take care.